Hi, this is Simon, and I'm going to be brave here because I'm going to talk to you about the favourite topic of the world at the moment, which is Brexit. Now, I get asked this question all the time: what do you think is going to happen with house prices in the North Herts region with the Brexit, with whatever the result is, one way or the other? Okay, what's my opinion? Now, I've stripped back to the referendum that was done a few years ago. There was talk the housing market is going to go down because of this referendum. Now, the result was what it was. There was carnage with regards to the result. The social media went crazy, and the housing market's gone up 12.09% since then. So that's the first point. The second point is, in 2009, when we had a global financial meltdown in the world, in the UK, 95% of lending just disappeared. I was in finance at the time. 35,000 mortgage products, next day 1,500. It was literally as severe as that. There was so much disorganisation, banks were going under, governments were bailing banks out, there was quantitative easing, all sorts of situations. It was just carnage for a period of time. The housing market dropped between 16 to 19% in this area in North Hertfordshire. Okay, that was with that happening. So when I look at what's going to happen in 6 months, I can't see how any result is going to mean that it's going to affect the market that major. The point is, the market now is really where it's been sort of egging towards for a while, where everybody's sort of going, it's too much, housing is too expensive. And it's like, well, there isn't enough housing, that's why it's so expensive. But it gets to a point where it becomes too expensive. The same time in 2009, people say, well, the Bank of England are saying the rates could go down 35%, the housing market could go down 35%, which is very helpful if the Brexit result's wrong. Well, in 2009, when we had all that carnage and the market went down 16-19%, they changed all the mortgages or the mortgage regulation, because in the UK, they blamed 2009 on the bank's irresponsible lending. You could self-certify. You could say, I own 50,000 and nobody needs to check. I've just got to believe me. Or there was mortgages where you didn't even put your income down. You just said, I'm Simon Efford and can I borrow 200 grand, please? And they were like, yes, of course. So you pay 2% more. Off you go, sir. That was how their lending was. So they blamed the financial crisis on that, which I actually support massively. That was a major factor in why things got so bad, because of how accessible money was to borrow, obscene amounts of money was to borrow. But that isn't the case now, because mortgage regulation stipulates that lenders have to be accountable for affordable mortgages. There's nobody who can't prove income. They've always got to prove it, and they've always got to prove it's affordable. So if you've got sensible lending, which you should have in the UK, interest rates at a good level that you can secure at, there's nothing to say that Brexit's the reason why the house prices are slowing down. They're slowing down because the market probably is saying we've had enough of this, in terms of buyers are thinking, well, you know, shouldn't get on. And then what's happening is, basic economics is, we've got oversupply, which we have, and there aren't enough buyers buying. So there are people that have to move. So they're dropping their price 5%. I've even seen much as 10% to what it was listed at, in order to sell. So if they're doing that, people who also want to sell have got to follow suit. But the point is, if you do it, so has the person you're buying from got to do it. So you'll move on with your life at the same stage. If you're cashing out the market, as in you want to get rid of an asset, or you're downsizing, or whatever you're doing, the bottom line is, do you say, right, I will sell to the market, which is what it is now, or I'll go red or black at a casino 6 months' time? Because you don't know. The market could fall further, or it could rise, or it could just stay static. So the money that you could you're saying you're losing because your house isn't worth as much as it was 6 months ago, is that big enough reason to hold on to something and not be sensible that the market is pricing what your house is worth? That's something you need to consider. Okay? So my personal view is, for North Hertfordshire, Brexit will not majorly impact house prices. Could have an effect, could move them slightly down, up, but over the next coming 2 to 5 years around this area, I think there'll be slow growth if there is growth, and it will fluctuate, it could peter out. The point is nobody knows. But do I think that a vote on this Brexit or a vote on that Brexit is going to mean the world's going to end and 25% of house prices are going to disappear? No, I don't. That's nothing to say that will happen. So that's my opinion about Brexit. I hope it's been useful and helpful. Any questions, let me know. But have a great day, and we'll speak to you soon.